Hello, welcome to Conscious Tea. Today we have an amazing discussion for you, and we're talking to Kim Bisnar of Bigay Puso, and she's going to tell us about how she helps empower children in the Philippines and also give you an opportunity to donate to the cause. So it's very we're doing 3 countries. I was going to say tri-coastal, but that doesn't work. So Madrid, Philippines, and LA today. So hello everyone for joining. Thank you so much. We're gonna wait for Kim to arrive here too. Hey Laura, good morning in Madrid. I have no requests yet. All right, let's see. Hope everyone is doing well today. Yeah. Hi Geraldine, thanks so much for tuning in. 11 p.m. We've never done a conscious tea at this time, so we figured, hey, why not try it, you know? Okay, here's Laura, and then gonna wait for here too. Hello.
Good
Hello.
morning.
Good morning, Laura. Hello. Just me and you. Hi, it's just me and you right now. I'm trying to get Kim to call in here. She'll be here very shortly, but if you want to let everyone know what we'll be talking about.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Good morning from Madrid, Spain. The sun is not out yet. Just want to say hey, and thank you guys so much for joining. Today we are talking with our good friend Kim and seeing what's up with her nonprofit and just talking about her process. And she's been around for 10 years plus and have kids in different regions of the Philippines, mostly in Manila, the Manila area. And and she helps empower children through education and helps get supplies and gives meals to kids in those areas. I've done it with her several years ago, and it was really fun because so many kids, they were like so happy, you know. So it's really nice just to give them a really nice little gift, and or give them a nice meal when they don't have much. So that's what I really like about Philippine culture, is that we don't like our country. We don't have much. It's a religious country, so it's just still so nice to be able to give back. Especially like living in America and being able to go back to your home. It's really nice. So yeah, welcome, Bigay Puso .ph. If you guys can, go ahead and follow her. She's here in the chat before she gets invited into our live. Yeah, so Kim Bisnar. Kim Bisnar is also, is she a lawyer now?
Yeah, so Kim is also, she's a lawyer there in the Philippines, but she co-founded Bigay Puso with, she'll tell us who her co-founder is. Sorry, we're just a little bit delayed here. I'm waiting for her to tune in here. I still don't have any requests. I'm not sure where she's at. But in the meantime, we can keep talking about, Laura, can you tell us about when you went and did the donating? Like how it went and like how that all came about and like what you guys did with the kids.
Yeah, so when we went, we did a fundraiser. I did a fundraiser just independently on my own. And I wanted to figure out where the resources of the donations can go to. So Kim reached out to me, and she gave me, allowed me to connect with some people and also connect with a local school there. And it was really fun. We filled some backpacks up with school supplies for the kids, and school supplies, coloring books, and any resource that we could find, and products. And then we ended up just going over there. We gave out the backpacks, and it was really cool. I got welcomed by like a welcome banner. And then our friend at the time, he painted a mural, a really cool mural for the kids at the school. And yeah, it was really fun. It was so many years ago. Oh, thanks, Kim. It was up to you. But Kim, go ahead and request to be alive. And there's
she was having some trouble, like the Wi-Fi wasn't strong enough. So hopefully now it's going to be strong enough that she can come through.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, let me try to bring her in here. Darn, yeah, I'm not sure. She said that her Wi-Fi is not coming through as strong as she's hoping for the live. So, and I'm trying to call her in, but you know, this is life with live. You never 100% know how it's gonna go. Yeah, for some reason it's like not coming through.
We just want to give this time to have a platform for Bigay Puso, and you know, if this doesn't work out, we could always schedule another one in the next few weeks, after the new year for her. And there's no, you know, timeline for giving, so
yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah, she's gonna try from a different account, and then we'll see if that works. And if that doesn't work, then we can then we'll just schedule another day. Or let's see. And then Kim, if you could just request to be on the live, because you're not coming up for me. So you just go to like a little request. Yeah, perfect. Okay, that's coming through. And fingers crossed, Kim will be here in 2 seconds. I can't get my light to turn on, so I look so bad. Sorry.
Yeah. Hey.
Hi, Kim.
Hey, welcome to the Conscious Tea with the Conscious Kitchen podcast. We just want to say what's up. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And we just want to say thank you and talk about your amazing nonprofit in the Philippines.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I apologize in advance if there's like the sounds of roosters or really loud tricycles.
No worries, babe. Introduce yourself. Go ahead and introduce yourself, babe.
Yeah. Oh, hi. I'm Kim Bisnar. I'm a good friend of Laura's and Lizzie's for a really long time now. I live in the Philippines. I was born and raised in the States. Now I've been living here for almost 10 years. And then I'm the co-founder and president of Bigay Puso org. It's a registered non-stock nonprofit organization here in the Philippines that empowers underprivileged children with opportunities for advancement through education.
Yes.
So what inspired you to create this nonprofit, and why did you feel the need to do it?
It kind of all happened naturally. It evolved from the work that I did with my previous nonprofit with Darlene. If you remember that, Laura? I think you helped a lot with that too. So we had a nonprofit like 10 years ago, and we were building, it's called BKP California. Chris was really involved also, Lizzie. So yeah.
Shout out to Chris. Shout out to all the homies and supporters are always involved in the things, you know?
Yeah, so that was like maybe 10 years ago. We started building like mini libraries in the Philippines. So we would like have donation drives and we would send books here. And then in 2013, we were visiting one school in Payatas. And if people don't know what Payatas is basically like it's like one of the most impoverished communities in Metro Manila. It was built like on a landfill. So we visited a school there, and then I met one of the teachers who's now like my longtime partner, and she's the founder and executive director of Bigay Puso. And she kind of asked me for help, and she was telling me about like her Christmas party. It had only been going on maybe a couple years at that point. And she basically gathered like 100 kids, and she would like look for sponsors. She would ask for donations for throwing them a Christmas party. And like it was really sad when she was telling me, because she was telling me that like she started it because she noticed like they didn't have anything at their Christmas parties. They had like nothing to eat. They were eating like sardines and stuff. Like it was really heartbreaking to hear. Yeah, so she found sponsors, and then she started just throwing this Christmas party every year, and they would give basically Jollibee meals, groceries, and toys every year. And then Jollibee, the mascot, would come and like the kids would like go ape, like really like bananas when they saw him. They were like super happy. And she did that like, yeah, maybe like a couple years. And then by the time I met her, it'd been going on only 2 years. And then that was the year, it was right after Typhoon Yolanda hit. So you can remember like Typhoon Yolanda was like, at that time, it was like the biggest recorded storm in history.
Wow.
And she was having like raising money to fund like her Christmas party. And she kind of like asked me for help. And I just thought like, oh, maybe I can start like a GoFundMe or something. And I did that I expected to raise maybe like $100 at the time. And I like maybe around 1,000. So it was like actually enough for like the whole party. So she didn't have to like find any more sponsors. So that's how it started. And then it kind of just became an annual thing where she always asked me for help. And she's like, yeah. You're gonna, right? And just every year it happened. And then you look back and it's been like 11 years and like, you know.
Wow.
Yeah. And then just had to establish it into like a legitimate organization. Like I felt like after 10 years, it was time to like, I owed it to like our supporters, the people that donate like literally for the last 10 years and to the public, you know, to like make sure it's like a legitimate organization. So, you know, earlier this year only, like I registered us with the SEC Philippines. I got us a business permit, got us like a tax ID, registered with the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Because I felt like it was important to like be accountable for everything that we've been doing and to like really turn this into like a regular thing.
Yeah. I always love that about like Kim, and we talk about this often, that like that transparency on like just telling supporters and people that do donate like where their funds are going, and just showcasing it is like so important to Kim. And you've been doing this for so long that it's like, you know, you have such a system. Do you know like how many children? Do you have like a number for how many children you helped in all these, or you and your co-founder have helped?
So since 2011, it's going to be like about 3,000 kids that have participated. Yeah, so it grew every year. Like the first year was 100. And then, you know, it's always been a struggle because I never know like how much support we're going to get. I kind of feel like I'm always just like throwing a shot up in the air and hoping like it lands. So it was like 100. And then I remember her telling me, you know, like, oh, next year I want to do 200. And I would think like, that's crazy. Like, what are you thinking? And then eventually like friends would start getting involved, you know, and then it was like 300, and then we reached like 400. And then this year we're doing 500. So
Wow.
like happens pretty organically. And, you know, you can never really underestimate the willingness of people to help and like how generous they are.
So cool. And what are some of the your favorite memories in the past like 10 years with the organization?
I'd say always when like every year when Jollibee comes. I think that's the funnest part of the party, because Jollibee is like our staple guest. It's like special appearance every year, except for the last 2 years because of COVID, you know. But I think it's always challenging to like organize and like fundraise. But then when you get there, and then when we bring Jollibee out, and like the kids like lose their minds, and they're just lose their minds. It's like on some Justin Bieber, like BTS, I don't know, like crazy. And I'd never seen any. I think the first time I ever witnessed the reaction to that, like I was just like in awe. Like I've never seen anything like that. It was amazing. Wow. So I think that's the part. Yeah, it reminds you what the essence of what we're doing is about. You know, like it's about bringing joy, especially during Pasko, which is like one of the most intense seasons in the Philippines. But it's like, you know, it's fun, and it's about having fun and being generous, I think.
Yeah, and then for those that don't know what Pasko is, that just means like Christmas, right?
Right. So Pasko means Christmas. Yeah, that's the Tagalog word or Filipino word for Christmas. It's really like it's a lifestyle here, I'd say. Pasko is a lifestyle. It's like a whole. It really is a lifestyle. Like there's like you can read about it. There's books on it. You get here, you really feel it. Filipinos start celebrating Christmas in like September. they're just like happy, and you kind of get to. I think after living here so many years and spending all the Christmases here, like, kind of realize what it's about. It's about like family, home, celebration, being together. So it's a special time. So I think that's another reason why Bigay Puso sa Pasko, like the program itself, like also means like a lot to us.
Yeah, for sure. And then you told us and you sent us some notes and you said that this year will be the first time you guys are going into Mindanao.
Yeah, that's another thing too. It kind of like has been evolving naturally.
Mm-hmm.
So, last year, or I'd say within the last 4 or 5 years, we kind of have been going into different communities. So it all started in Payatas. Payatas is like the home of it. Like, it's always going to be there. And then a few years ago, we went into like a new school called West Fairview in Quezon City. That's where Laura participated for her program when she
awesome.
Yeah,
it was so fun.
Yeah. And
I mean,
then,
that's super special for sure. Yes.
Yeah,
and then something I've never done before, and it was just so nice to be like, it's what's really amazing in the Philippines is that they don't need much. So when you don't come there with thousands and thousands of dollars, you just come with like maybe a few $100s, of worth of supplies, and they're just like, oh my, it's so much for them, like a US dollar in terms of Filipino peso is like times 3, right, Kim, roughly?
Times like $1 is about 50 pesos. About.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's really incredible, like what you can supply and like provide for these kids, and they're just happy, anything they can get. They're not normally getting gifts on the regular when their parents are like struggling, and their parents aren't making enough money. So it's just nice that just to put a smile on their face, and they're like kids, so I think they'll remember these like really fun, happy times.
Yeah, it sounds cliche, but like your dollar goes so far here, and people don't realize like $6 really like one for.
Yeah. So for anyone that's watching and that wants to like donate to Bigay Puso, you can go to their page right here. I spelled it out for you, and you can just click on their link in bio. Their Venmo is there, their PayPal is there, like all the different ways that you can donate are there. So please definitely check that out and see how you can support the Pasko efforts for this year. And then I'm gonna loop back around to like so you can continue to say what you were saying, Kim, that you've naturally expanded from all the different places.
Right. Yeah. So last year we went into this new community in the mountains. So we'll talk about this later, but we basically like kind of started a learning center in the mountains. It's in Antipolo. The mountain community is called Sitio Culasisi. So we went there last year for the first time, and then this year. And this year we're also going to Mindanao for the first time. That's why I'm here. It's really loud. That's why I'm like, I don't know if you can hear the roosters, but so we're going to Davao. So we're doing it in Davao next week. It's after Christmas because that's the only time that the school is available. But we're going to a school there in Davao Occidental. There's going to be 200 kids participating. I'm excited because it's like the first time. And it's like special to me too because my mom is from Mindanao. So it's nice to find new communities. Yeah, we're gonna do a new community next year too.
Oh, so awesome! So, because Davao is within Mindanao.
It's in Mindanao, yeah,
okay.
But it's in the south. So everything that we've been doing has been like kind of Metro Manila based up till now. So that's like Luzon, and then there's the Visayas, which is below that, and then Mindanao. So those are the 3 like major islands. I mean, among the thousands of islands here. So Mindanao is in the south, and that's where Davao is.
So cool. That's so awesome. And I know that what's really cool about working with the students is that the teachers are very involved as well, and they get really excited and they get happy too. So tell us how it is working with the teachers of the schools and everything.
Oh, I have so much to say about the teachers. They're amazing. I mean, I think that teachers are the primary driving force behind Bigay Puso because, my partner in this, and she's the main founder and executive director, she's a teacher, and she's been a dedicated teacher for over 20 years. And most of our volunteers here are all teachers, all very experienced. And you know, they give their time, and you see like their dedication to their students, um, and how much love they have for the kids. And yeah, I learned so much from them. And you know, I say like everything we do is for the teachers, the kids. I think that's it going. Yeah, they're so like everything we also have done like donation, like we did a relief drive last year, for one of the typhoons, and the teachers, like I've never seen anything like it. Like they're so organized, they know how to take control of the situation, maybe because like they work with kids and stuff. They're so educated and knowledgeable about like how to handle things. Yeah, they're all, and you know, they're all the Department of Education teachers, the Department of Education Philippines teachers. So they're all under that that department. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're great.
That's
Yeah,
great.
that's super. Yeah, that's so special that you just get to, yeah, that you get to do this, and that you get to do this with the teachers, and tell it. I know you always tell me about. I'm sorry, the co-founder's name. What's her name again?
Shirley.
Shirley. Yeah, you always tell me how special like Shirley is, and is she the one that kind of paves the way for choosing what the different places that you guys are going to go to, or how does that kind of get like, I guess,
Yeah.
figured out?
Yeah, I would say that I honestly let her take the lead. Like she is like relentlessly charitable. Like everything we do, she has like, she's so ambitious with it. Sometimes she has like these ideas and I'm like, Shirley, I don't know if we can do this. Like we don't have the funding for this. Like I always have to like, you know, talk her down. But then like a lot of the times like it ends up like working out. I don't know how. It's like, I don't know. Divine providence, I don't know. But like she has like these ideas and then I just like kind of try to execute them. But yeah, she basically like will organize, like she finds the kids, like she's the one who's well connected. Like there's like a whole network of teachers that she gets involved. So she has all those connections. She knows how to organize the learning center thing. Definitely all her idea. Um, Everything is mostly like a lot of her ideas, and then I try to like work it out with her. But then the Davao idea was mine. Um, oh, it's because I have a friend here. Her name is Dabby. So they have a farm. It's called Malyab Farms, in case anyone is interested. So we'll be collaborating with them, and then they helped us find the community, and they asked if we wanted to do something here. So that's how that happened. But yeah, Shirley, she's the most charitable person I've ever met. Like,
Oh, that's super. That's
crazy.
amazing.
Yeah, the teachers give so freely of their time and their own money, you know, like,
Yeah.
I think that they know how to like take care of themselves and of their communities and of the kids. And like, it's really amazing. And I'm like proud to know all of them.
That's great. That's great. And so what do you need as far as support and, from, people back here and, or from around the world, what kind of support do you need as far as growing the nonprofit and organization?
I'd say maybe this like some I some kind, I don't know how it would translate, but like some kind of broader support from like our communities, especially those back home who might, if they have the same like passion for education advocacy. Definitely money. Funding is always an issue because we have like all these projects. We're building a learning center.
Amazing.
Yeah, we just got fundraised enough. Like we're building a restroom facility for the kids.
Amazing.
Yeah, construction's gonna start next month, but that took like about a year to work out,
Yeah.
So, donations are nice. Like literally anything helps. I have a friend who did, her name is Harmony. She did like a donation drive for her birthday in February. That really helped a lot. Like, like maybe people might underestimate, but like anything really truly does help. So like from the little donations we got all year, we library in the learning center.
Yeah.
We bought all these a lot of supplies, the cooking supplies for our feeding program. We bought like them little tables and stuff, and like all of the like learning resource materials and toys. And then now we're building a restroom. So like,
oh, that's gonna change their
Yeah.
definitely their facilities and their lifestyle. So that's incredible.
yeah, it's still pretty like, I wish you guys can see it. You guys need to visit. It's still
Yeah.
pretty, still feels pretty mountainous, but you know, like it's there. Like it makes a difference. The teachers are there, like they're there quite often, maybe every weekend or every other week, and I know that they work with the kids, and it really helps them, and it really makes a difference. The kids are like really excited to learn. Um, yeah.
And then can you tell us a little bit about like why is it difficult? Like why do the children not have as many resources? Because I know it's like because they're just kind of in secluded areas, just kind of let people know who haven't been to the Philippines or aren't familiar with it on like why it might be a little bit of a struggle.
Well, particularly for the Mountain View Free Learning Center that we have, that is a struggle because it's that community is like it's right outside Metro Manila, but it you do have to go a bit, like it's a little bit in the cut. You have to go out through this path to get there. So it's not close to anything. Like this, so any schools, like there aren't any close schools basically. Like you have to travel pretty far to get to a school, and that travel costs money that
Yeah.
don't have. So they like a lot of them do stop going to school. Um, yeah, like they can't. I don't know how to describe it, but basically it's
Do they
not
have to
close.
like get on a bus or how do they like how long would it take, let's say?
That they have to get onto, and it costs. One of the teachers was saying maybe like 150 pesos per trip. So if you think about that times what 5 or 6 times a week going to school, like they can't afford that. Like they don't
Yeah.
have they don't have the resources for that. A lot of them just like live in the mountain. They kind of like are self-sustaining there. Like they live off of like what they have. So some of them like don't really have livelihood. So like how can they pay for their transportation, you know?
For sure. Yeah.
Well, so yeah, they don't have access to it. Um, I remember when we brought like all the books and put the mini library there, they were like so excited. Like some of them had like not touched books in a while, like really eager to read and to learn. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I think maybe sometimes, especially like, living in America, growing up in America, we take that for granted,
Mm-hmm.
right? Accessibility that children have, education resources, because it's just kind of it's natural. So I think here, some of them had never touched a book before. Like
Yeah.
kind of hard to wrap your mind around it, but you know,
I think probably people are disconnected from the fact that some kids have to do this sort of travel, and then other people just think that maybe that's like a thing of the past, that doesn't still continue to occur. And so that's why it's like it's so important, right, to have like organizations like Bigay Puso, and then even just sharing like the information about it, letting people know that there are still kids that really have to travel and like don't it's school is just like it's not right next to like their house, or it's really a trip for them. It's not accessible.
yeah, that's the challenge there. And I would say I did learn a lot about in Payatas. So the thing with Payatas, like since it was on a landfill and stuff, also the kids there, they do stop going to school because their parents will like have them start working at a young age, like in the landfills and stuff, because they're scavengers, and that's how they make their livelihood. So then they stop going to school too. So like again, it's like the same problem, but like for a different reason, like some people just don't have the resources for education. And
Yeah.
again, we don't think about that because, that's not the case in all the communities here. There are some pretty well off communities here.
Yeah.
That's definitely not an issue in some places like, in the United States or other countries. But yeah, resources like accessibility, things like that. Yeah, it's hard for some people to find that there's no easy access for education basically in communities. But you kind of don't realize these things until you see them with your own eyes, because that's just something that I've taken for granted too. Like, I had no idea, like it's not even that far, or it's within Metro Manila, but you'll still see that they're facing these problems. And this is just like two communities. Like, I'm sure the problem is a lot more widespread than this, so.
That's great. Bry said, oh, and Corinne just donated. And Brian said, resources are scarce. Okay, I'll donate when I could. It's difficult to imagine they have to travel for education. Yes. So yeah, that's great. Thank you so much for donating, guys.
Yeah.
And what's great about this, and just talking about it, like, especially when we start slowing down for the holidays, it's really great. Or even during Thanksgiving, like in America, it's always good to like always think in advance, like, okay, like the holidays are coming up, like, okay, like, you allocate your budget for like gift giving, and you allocate your budget for for gift giving and with your family. But it's always really good too, like, okay, if you like to donate to any nonprofits like in your hometown or abroad, like in the Philippines, it's always good to think ahead and be like, okay, well, the end of the year's coming, and these are the nonprofits, and these are the places that I want to donate to. So it's always good to know that it's going to be an annual thing, and always just like set that budget, set that that amount that you want to donate. And it's always good to just talk about it and keep the conversations going, because we forget, we get so busy and get like caught up in our lifestyle and our everyday life. So this is great.
It's so true. Yeah, I love that, like that you're saying that, Laura, just almost like building it into your year. It's like, it's time to give back. And Kim's program is something that she's been doing now for 11 years. So it's like, I'm sure it's like, you can just build it almost like creating these thoughtful rituals, right? To give back, because yeah, life moves fast. And like, I mean, I literally just realized that I hadn't donated. So I'm so sorry, because life has moving so fast. So don't worry. I'm like, whoa. But it's like, but that's just, it's just an example, it's just like that our lives are moving, and even though it's on my mind, it's like, it's not something that I had like done. So it's like just creating that, like that relationship with yourself to give back, right?
Yeah, I love that. Donate and a ritual of giving. And where do you hope for Bigay Puso to go in the next few years? Like, where do you see this going? I think you've been going so long, and for a decade long. Congratulations, self-service and giving love to the community. Where do you see this going in the next few years?
That's a good question. I'll be very honest with you. Like, up until maybe last year, I honestly never knew if I would keep doing it another year, because it's challenging. It really is. And for some reason, like the last few years, there would always be like the one friend who would be like, oh, you're doing your Christmas thing again this year, right? And like, I had friends and supporters like really pushing, like being like reminding me, like that I should keep going. And I think that's what helped. So I didn't really like expect it to be going on this long. And then I think we reached a point where Shirley kind of was like telling the kids one day over the mic that we would do this until we died. So I was like, okay, I guess we're like really committed now. So yeah, until I die.
Until you die, yeah. Well, that's great. I mean, I think that's important.
Annual email, like, until I die. So get ready, newsletter, subscribe.
Yeah, that's funny.
I just hope, as far as like our own, like, we do have a few programs, but as far as like the Pasko program itself, I just hope that it remains sustainable, which it has been, because like you were mentioning earlier, how like, certain friends like, oh, allocate that budget or whatever. Like, certain friends have been donating every year for like maybe like almost 10 years. And just like that, knowing that there's certain friends that do that and they give like honestly $10-$20, like that keeps it going. It really does. Like, that adds up. Like, this year I've had like, I want to say more than 70 donors. So like 500 kids are able to participate. And I think something that I do too is like, because but I personally know most of the people donating. So like I think that really like helps it like building a community and stuff, because like every year there's a, you know, I release like I list everyone by name. So like there really is a community of donors and supporters. And we do have like a feature. So we, on our website, we in our news section, we have a blog where we do have a community feature, and we kind of try to highlight certain friends, especially that have like been donating every year, you know, and like kind of see like what drives them to want to give every year too, because that's also interesting to me, because you know, like having a consistent group of supporters like really means a lot, and I think that keeps us going. So that too, like we do try to like highlight and feature the people that give back, like not just because I know them all personally, but like yeah, it just feels very personalized, and I feel like the supporters have more of a stake in like what's going on, because and that we're accountable to everyone, you know.
Yeah. I think too, like you knowing all like the donors, I think there's something really special about giving back to like your home countries. Like a lot of your donors are like Filipino Americans, you know, that are like that get to give back and to their home country. You know, it's like to try to just create that like connection and attachment to the Philippines, you know.
Yeah, I think it's really special. And it makes me happy to know like that people like are really supportive of this cause, you know? Because you
Yeah.
can't do it alone. It's, if there's anything I've learned, you can't do it alone. So yeah, I think the support really keeps it going.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, so definitely we need to spread more awareness, right? We need to tell more people through a bigger audience, you know, keep donating, annually.
Yeah,
And
really all it is. Like if people just want to just support annually, if you have $10, $20, some people are really generous though, I will say. Like I get $100 donation. Like you have no idea how much that helps. So
Yeah.
yeah, if anyone's down to donate $10 to $20 every year until I die, like that would be really sick. Like, thank you so much.
Yeah, and then the donate
yeah.
information is here in the pinned comment. It's for Venmo, it's at Bigay Puso, and PayPal, it's info@bigaypuso.org. So just hit that little pinned comment and hit more, and you'll get all the information right there.
Yes. And please, if this is resonating with you, please share this with a friend, or just, you know, share some more information. The bigaypuso.ph is on Instagram. So you can go ahead and share their profile or follow their profile and see all the kids like super happy with their new books, and Jollibee, which is like, if you guys don't know what Jollibee is, it's like the #1 fast food, like best fried chicken place in the Philippines. It's like our McDonald's basically. So
Yeah.
go ahead and, you know, support. Thank you so much, Brad. You've been so nice on the comments today. We appreciate your support. And please donate. Kids need books, kids need supplies, kids need a restroom, kids need, you know, just, you know, fun, healthy products to help them, you know, with their education. Let's go ahead and donate to Bigay Puso on Venmo, and on PayPal, it's info@bigaypuso.org.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, we do have, so our program right now is we're focusing, since it's Pasko, it's Bigay Puso sa Pasko, but monthly or throughout the year, we do have our literacy and feeding program, and that's in our Mountain View Free Learning Center. It's wild. I can't believe we put a library in the mountains. It's wild.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, but we have like a month, you know, it costs like maybe $30 a month to feed like 50 kids. Yeah, so if anyone wants to sponsor or partner with us, and then we do relief drives like when needed. We did one last year.
Yeah.
There's a big typhoon that just hit. We are gonna see, we're talking to other like friends and like groups here, so we'll see if we can do a project later this year that will help like restore livelihood or something to those communities. Yeah, we just are doing what we can. Like,
And that's great, dude. I mean, Kim, thank you for your work. Thank you, Shirley out there, for your work too. Like, you guys are,
Shirley's the best.
you got to share this video with Shirley. I know she's not on Insta.
Laura's met Shirley. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember. She's a powerful woman.
Like everything Laura did, that was basically a Bigay Puso event. Yeah, sponsored by Laura.
Yeah, that's cool.
Thank you so much, Kim. And me and Russ will be sure to donate as well. And you guys, please share this with a friend. As I mentioned, it's really important to give back and, you know, just be of service to the community. So thank you so much, Kim. And thank you for your work and all you do.
Thank you for letting me talk about this. I feel like I never shut up about it, but like, we're really grateful that you guys give us the opportunity to talk about this and to spread more awareness about our cause and our mission.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome. We love you. You know, we're big supporters of you, your mission, and
you guys are part of Bigay Puso, so.
Bigay Puso, let's go forever until we die.
Yeah. You guys are part of Bigay Puso until we die. Okay.
Until we die. That's the contract.
Yeah. It is, you know, holding down LA. Laura's holding it down in Europe, like, until we die.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Kim. And you guys be sure to donate, share this with a friend, and follow their Instagram at bigaypuso.ph on Instagram.
And visit our website, bigaypuso.org.
And that's in the link in the bio on the Instagram as well.
Right.
Cool. Thanks guys so much, and sending you love in the Philippines, and happy holidays, y'all.
Yeah, happy holidays.
Oh, guys.
Oh, yeah. How do you say it again? Can you tell us it?
Maligayang Pasko.
Maligayang Pasko.
Maligayang Pasko. Salamat, okay? See you soon, my friend. Love you.
We love you, Kim. Enjoy your time back in Davao.
Hey, I'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay. Besitos. Bye, everybody.
Bye.